everyone. Hey, this is Ron Broussard with First Call. I just want to say thank you to everyone on Facebook and Twitter who on Twitter have been retweeting my tweets and on Facebook been sharing my comments and commenting on my inspiration and sharing it with others. That is my passion, to help you stay focused, to stay laser beam focused on those goals that you want to achieve, and to have abundance in your life. And that abundance and that heaven that you want to have in life is having that peace of mind. And keeping that mind at peace is keeping it strengthened. Because life comes at you. Life comes at everyone every day. And just like you exercise and you work out and you read to educate, you definitely have to read inspiration, whether it be your Bible or whether it be books that inspire you to help you insight your mind, nurture your spirit, and strengthen your soul. So with that being said, thank you so very much for sharing everything. I had a friend just yesterday that just messaged me, and he said, he didn't care too much about the inspiration. It doesn't help him that much. And believe it or not, my friend, you are correct. Right or wrong, you're right. If it doesn't affect you that way, you definitely need to take a look within yourself and see what is going on within your life. Inspiration is kind of like taking a shower every day, and it's the summertime and it's kind of hot, and inspiration and taking a shower, if you're taking a shower every day, then you are clean, you feel good. When you go into work, everybody can see that you're clean, you're refreshed, and you're ready to go. But if you miss one day in this weather, you go to work, people would see you and they would smell your ripeness. And success is the same way. You constantly have to keep feeding your mind that inspiration to help you push forward in those endeavors that you want to achieve. Now, with that being said, everybody has the different ways of expressing or keeping that inspiration in their life. Some people, worship, and worship is great. So this one is going to be a great one that I hope inspires you. Now, this story is about a grandfather and his grandson, and they lived high up in the mountains, and his grandson always came and spent the summer with him. And the grandson really admired his grandfather, so he mimicked everything that he did. So every morning, the grandfather would get up and he would pray. Then after he would pray, he would open his Bible and he would read it. So the grandson mimicked his exact actions. He picked up a Bible, he's reading it, he's praying, he knows how to pray, but he's reading the Bible and he just couldn't understand the Bible. And finally, after about a couple weeks, he waits until his grandfather finishes reading his Bible, and he says, "Granddad, I don't understand the Bible. Some of the things I do understand, and then some of the things that I don't understand, I have to read over and over again, and the things that I do understand, once I put the Bible up, I forget everything that was taught or everything that I've read." So his grandfather, he got up and he went into the kitchen and didn't say a word, and he grabbed a bucket of coal, a coal bucket that he had, and he said, "Son, use this coal bucket, run down there to the river and bring me back a bucket of water." So his grandson runs down to the river and brings back a bucket of water. By the time he brings back the bucket of water, it was empty. And he says, "Go ahead, try it again. Go down to the river and bring me another bucket of water." So the grandson, goes down there to the river. He tries to be smart, so he tries to hurry up a little bit, but the more he hurries up, the more it's leaking out of this coal bucket, and as soon as he brings it back to his grandfather, it's empty. So his grandfather chuckles. The grandson gets upset, and he's like, "Man, Granddad, I don't think I'm going to be able to bring that water back. Let me just put this coal bucket down and just go get a regular bucket." And the granddad said, "Look, I didn't ask for you to bring it in that bucket. I asked for you to bring it in the coal bucket. Now come on, go on down to the river and bring me up some water." So the grandson runs back down there to bring him up a bucket. This time he's going to be smart. He already knows it's impossible for him to do it, but he wants to prove his granddad wrong. So he scoops the bucket of water up and he runs as fast as he can right back to his granddad. Fast as he can, trying not to spill anything. He gets back to his granddad and there is no water in the bucket. And he looks at his granddad and he says, "Granddad, I just don't understand. Nothing has changed. You know I cannot bring anything in this coal bucket." His granddad looked at him and said, "Son, look at the bucket." So his grandson looks down at the bucket, and lo and behold, the bucket had changed from being sooty and dirty to actually it was very, very clean, and it was a very nice bucket. And his granddad puts his arm around him and he tells him, "Sometimes, son, you don't always understand what you read, but as you're reading things, something changes, and that change comes from within." I want to thank everybody for listening to this morning inspiration, and I hope this stuff inspires you and keeps you focused on the prize. Whatever's going on out there in your world, I don't know what's going out there in your world. I know what's going on in mine, and if it's going on in mine, it's going on in your world. Keep that faith, keep that focus, keep looking up. Always put God first. Keep that inspiration to inspire your heart, your spirit, and your mind, and you will go further and take yourself further than not doing it at all. Thank you very much, and I look forward to connecting with you all soon.